Let's talk a little bit about the projects of BIM Excellence.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What do you want to know?
Tell me what are all these letters? Project A, B, C, D.
Yep. So we have 6 projects, top-level projects. So these we don't intend to make them 7 at the moment. There's no reason for it. And the first one is the dictionary, which is the foundations. The second one is the knowledge organization and sharing, and this is, if it's the one that connects the knowledge of all projects, but they have their own. Why it's a project? Because they need specific skills, like people who generate something called ontologies, okay, and taxonomies and lists, and they have very different skills for people who I don't know, develop software, let's say, okay. And so that project is all about knowledge generation and sharing. And so, for example, seminars are part of Project B. This is the knowledge, the blogs, if we write books, etc. Now, the third one, Project C, is about competency and learning. We haven't launched that yet, but it's about a new way of thinking about competency assessment, competency-based learning. We haven't launched it, so we can't really discuss it too much. Project D also not launched, but it's about improving performance within a company. So what are, the specific steps that a company can take? How can it assess itself, improve its own performance? We have a couple of resources for that, like capability maturity assessment, etc. Project E and F are launched. So Project E is about macro adoption. So we try to understand what policymakers across the world are doing. What are the policies they're generating? What are the roadmaps? How they are incentivizing digital transformation? Meaning, some countries, for example, spend money on training. Some countries spend money on incentivizing software purchases or hardware. So try to capture what they're doing, and also to put it back to the industry, saying these are, when we deliver our report, these are the best actions a policymaker can take in order to encourage digital transformation. Okay, this is one of the deliverables of this project. And the last project, which is about integrated information, we're trying to find a way to bypass our this integrated supply chain. In construction,
Limited supply chain, yeah.
It's disintegrated. Like every project has a different supply chain, and there is no connection of the information flow between them. So this project is has a framework as well, trying to say, okay, how can we think about information flow across industry in a new way? And based on that, we want to help people to develop online platforms that they can use from the start of the project till across the whole life cycle of an asset. So our job here is to enable the development of online platforms for information management. This is for that project. Now, these 6 projects they look different, may even feel different, but they're not. They are interconnected together, not just through the dictionary, not just because the knowledge structure is the same, not just because they all have a learning component, not because they're all intended to improve the performance of organizations and individuals. Everything in the initiative is interconnected, but we have these projects separated like that because each project will need different talents to execute it successfully.